Hi Gemini, and welcome to Esotera Tarot. My name is Lydia, and today I'm pulling energies and messages for the sign of Gemini for the month of December, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So if this reading isn't resonating with you Gemini, then don't worry about it. Pop over to one of my other videos and check one of your other placements. I'm sure you'll find yourselves in there somewhere. As today we're doing a Celtic cross, as it is the best spread for a monthly overview. On this side of the board, Gemini, we'll be looking at your energy, your current energy should I say, what you've just left behind you, what it is you're focusing on and what you're moving towards. On this side of the table, we will see how the month unfolds, what trials and tribulations might be coming your way, Gemini. And I forgot to remind you, or at least tell you, for those of you who don't know, I'm currently running a poll in the community tab about what readings you'd like to see over Christmas and the New Year, whether you would like to see predictions for 2026 or a retrospective reading over 2025. So let me know over at the community tab on the poll to have your say on what kind of reading you'd like to see next. But back to you Gemini and your month of December, because we will be jumping into January just to have a little sneak peek. We'll do that at the end after we've gone through the Celtic cross, and then we'll finish off with some universal advice. So if you're a good Gemini, so am I, my precious gems. Okay, let's see what's going on for you guys. Can you show me Gemini please in the current energy for the month of December, please? Gemini's in the month of December. December for Gemini, please. December for Gemini. Gemini, please. Month of December for Gemini. Whoop. What's coming for Gemini in December, please? What's coming for Gemini? For Gemini? What does Gemini need to know for the month of December, please? December for Gemini. The Hermit. A lot of people hermiting in December, but it is cold, so I kind of get it. Right, okay, crossing you, the moon. Oh, lots of deep reflective thinking and healing there, Gemini. In the exit, you got the Ace of Swords. Okay, so you found something out and it's put you into Hermit energy. Supporting the reading here, Nine of Swords, yeah, but well, I mean, at least we're like kind of in your energy field here. We've got swords, so that's kind of good, I guess. I mean, we've got to reach for the silver linings sometimes, Gemini, haven't we? And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Bear with me, Gemini. We're in retrograde, both of us right now. Our planet's retrograding. I'm a Virgo. Our planet is retrograding. Mercury is retrograding. I think it's retrograding. See, I can't speak. Through Scorpio. So my communication, especially when I'm trying to communicate spiritual matters, is coming out a bit tongue-tied, so please bear with me. The Seven of Pentacles in your crowning energy and in your focus, we've got the Seven of Cups. So 7-7, you're determined to make a change here on something. I don't know what. I'm going to go straight to the pathway. I just want to see what's going on the pathway. What's going on in the pathway? Let's go ahead. The high self-advice, Gemini. We've got strength. Yeah, I get that. In the energy that surrounds you, you might not be aware of it. The Page of Wands, something or someone is opening up to you, or you're opening up to them. In the hopes and fears, the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, that can be a fear. A lot of people don't talk about the Ten of Pentacles as a fear, but we will. Oh, good. The outcome, we've got the Queen of Wands. Nice. You start actually attracting in what you want, what's good for you. I don't think that happened in the past because, I mean, look at it, Gemini. It's a bit messy. Okay. It's all right. It's all right, loves. We all do it. We all get through this time, you know. So something was discovered by you, Ace of Swords. You came to some understanding about something. You went into Hermit energy. You started healing, reflecting, using that Ace of Swords with it in. So that's you thinking a lot. The moon, you've been doing a lot of exploring of the subconscious, exploring of your emotions. Some of you might be doing shadow work, some deep healing work, and deep understanding of self. You're trying to be more informed about who you are and why you do the things you do, Gemini. Supporting the reading is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords here is telling me, like, Lydia, Gemini needs it. Right, no one wants the Nine of Swords, but sometimes we need the Nine of Swords, okay? And then in the crowning position, the Seven of Pentacles, that's about a prior investment, whether it be financial, emotional, physical, as in time-wise. So that's what you're mulling over at the moment. And then moving forward is like, well, what do I do next? How do I make sure this doesn't happen again? Or how can I use this information to make sure my future is even better? So let's clarify and see what's going on in the deets there, Gemini. Okay, can I please get the Hermit, please? The Hermit. The Hermit, please. the Hermit, the Hermit. That one wanted to come out. No, it's at the bottom here. Yeah, the wanted to come out. The Hermit, clarifying the Hermit. God, you are shutting up shop, aren't you, Gemini? You are closing the windows. You are closing the doors. You ain't talking to nobody. Okay, yeah. Seven of Wands. You're like, get out. Get away from me. Why? Temperance. Yeah, you need healing. You need time. You need balance. Very gentle energy. It's been a long time coming, right? That you need to do this. You're blocking someone out in particular, or you are blocking out everyone. And because you are doubling down on this Hermit energy in December, Gemini, it might just be everybody. Okay, can I clarify that Moon? I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, because the only time people double down on Hermit energy like this is when something really bad has happened and you need to do some healing. So it's not funny, but it's just the way it came out in the cards, was just like, yeah, no, and I mean it. And I'm going to be in here a while. It's got temperance. Temperance is also Sag season, so some of you might be doing that right now. Okay, right, can we get the Moon, please? The Moon is crossing you, which I'm not surprised at. Right, I don't know what's going on with the Six of Wands today, but it has come out for the same position for all three readings, Aries, Taurus and Gemini. Might want to go to those readings if you have any of those strong placements. We've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Page of Cups. So I was just checking if it's reversed. We've got Death at the bottom of the deck. In the hidden energy. Yeah, something has probably come to an end. No one really hermits like this when everything's absolutely fine, wonderful and growing and abundant around you, right? You have been trying to make the best of a bad situation for a while. You've been putting on a brave face. Well, not anymore. You can't really hold that together anymore. It's still coming out, Gemini. It's like, whoa. You can't ignore it anymore. You can't put a plaster on it. You can't talk yourself into it or out of it or whatever it was. You're like, nope. You're looking at the cold, hard, honest truth that something bad was going down and you were trying to do what you could with it. Now you're no longer doing what you could with it. You've actually dropped it completely. Now you're being given the time to really reconcile your emotions over whatever that was. Okay, let's go in that Ace of Swords. I think the Ace of Swords is going to kind of narrow down what that was for you. Now I get the Ace of Swords, please, in the exit. Ace of Swords. Ooh, who's this? The King of Cups. The Three of Pentacles. And the Hermit. Very similar cards came out for Aries too, in the same position. So if you've got any strong Aries placements, get over to that video. Okay, so something in your past, again, over someone that was in your immediate environment, another connection, another soul connection here that you have a deep love for. You've known them quite a while. It's a truth about them. It's truth about them. This could even be a spouse, because we've got the Hermit. Not the Hermit, sorry. Sorry, there's just so many Hermits on the table. We've got the Hierophant, which is marriage contracts. And I'm getting contracts here because you straight away showed me a coming together of two energies that were productive, that were in love, and there was some kind of formal understanding of what you were to each other, whether it be literal husband and wife or a relationship of that status or business partner. There was a formality to your connection, so it wasn't just all smoke and mirrors and wishful thinking. No, this was a real connection. Some truth has come out over that truth comes out, you go straight into Hermit mode and you slam the door behind you and you ain't letting nobody in. Okay, right, let's see. Can I please go to the Nine of Swords in the supporting energy, please? The Nine of Swords. I'm getting the Nine of Swords actually being healing here. Yeah, well, you've got Temperance. Sorry, not Temperance, sorry, the Star. In the upright, yeah, you're releasing something. Four of Pentacles, releasing the Four of Pentacles. Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Well, you did put up with this for a while. I think you kind of instinctively knew something was off in this arrangement. But you didn't really, You didn't really want to let yourself see it in some ways. You've recognised that, or maybe that you missed things, you didn't even realise you were missing them. Who's this at the bottom of the deck? Queen of Pentacles. So now you're dropping that though. You're like, right, no, I need to sit and look at some stuff within myself. You've been resisting the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is when the Hermit reaches that pinnacle of in a knowing and wants to do something with that energy, turns into the Queen of Swords essentially. So there's something you weren't doing or didn't want to do or didn't want to say because you were holding on to something, maybe a hope that this would come together and work out. Well, now you kind of dropped it. You're like, well, because I've dropped the connection, I can now drop everything else. I can drop any pretense of what I thought this was and actually look at what it is. And then through that process, Gemini, you actually look at what it is that you want, because I don't think you realised how long you have been dealing with what you don't actually want. You can still love something, but not actually really want it. People don't think that that's possible, and it is. Okay, can I get the Seven of Pentacles in the Crown? The Seven of Pentacles in the Crown, please. Seven of Pentacles in the Crown. Justice, yeah, I bet you do. The Knight of Wands, yeah, I bet you are. Seven of Swords, yeah. There's been some kind of deception in your connection there, Gemini, but you know about it. So it's not the Gemini I'm connecting to. This has already happened. So I'm not predicting someone is going to be deceptive to you, Gemini. This has already happened and you are aware of it. Ace of Swords, you're well aware of it. So if that's not you, it's not you reading. I'm so sorry, it's meant for somebody else. Please check another placement. But this deception came out with Fury. That was the first thing that happened, which, yeah. And then you just want justice for it. You feel so hard done by. You have been hard done by. This is unfair. Why has this happened to me? I did everything right. I was a perfect partner. I was a perfect friend. I was a perfect business partner. And you were, I believe you, Gemini. You've been cheated in some way. Now, I don't mean like some of you may have been cheated on, some of you may have been cheated in business or treated unfairly or treated poorly, but you weren't, it was in a covert way. They weren't coming in the door shouting at you every day because, you know, you're not going to put up with that. It was covert. Like if you've got a business partner, maybe they were siphoning off some funds on the side or something like that, right? Something about your investment here, you feel has been, you feel it's been wasted because of what this other energy was doing with your time investment, i.e. taking it for granted, misusing it, misappropriating their energy, not giving back to you because they're giving it to someone else, something like that. So there's a little anger here, which I get that. And you want justice for it. Some of you may have literally given someone some money that you have lost. And now you're like, I want that back. And maybe you've realised maybe you can't get it back. Fury again. Yeah, that's what's going on. Okay. Right, let's see what can be done here, Gemini. Can I please get the Seven of Cups, please? Can I get the Seven of Cups? Can I get the Seven of Cups, please? Lots of deception being uncovered around the signs for December. But to be honest, I'm not surprised because of the energies that we've just come out of. So we've come out, well, by the time we've reached December, I should add, we would have just come out the Mercury retrograde. And I believe we'll just be closing off the Grand Water Trine, which is a very emotional time, which means you can easily be emotionally led here, there and everywhere. So it's a very airy, dreamy kind of energy, right? And we've been sitting in Scorpio. So energetically speaking, the climate is rife for wool to be put over the eyes, but also the opposite for things to be uncovered. And the fact that this has happened in your past, retrospective of looking back, say we're sitting in mid-December, right? Timing makes sense from the cosmos. Okay, anyway, sorry, that was my little astrology ramble there. Right, can I get the Seven of Cups, please? Can I get the Seven of Cups? The Three of Cups. The Five of Cups in reverse and the World. Yeah, do it. Do it, Gemini. Do what you're telling me. So I know this Hermit, because you've doubled down on the Hermit, is a particular energy you're hermiting towards. Not all of them. Because you're showing me here, you then start opening up to other energies. But you just want to have a good time. You're like, I don't want to feel sad over this ending. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to meet my friends, I'm going to have some drinks, maybe I'll get a little something. Go and do it, Gemini. Do it. Have a laugh. Because over here looks very serious. However, that don't leave grieving and processing too long. Now, I kind of don't blame you doing it in December of all the months, because, you know, we're reaching that time of year where these things can be heightened, you know. There's a huge focus on our personal connections throughout December with Christmas, New Year and all of that. But you're just like, I'm not going to be sad about this, but you are sad about it, Gemini. That's okay. And it's okay to be sad about it. But at first, you don't really go there. You're just like, no, I've had enough of this. I mean, you do, because you go in hermit energy, but then you come out of it kind of quickly and you go, no, I'm just going to have a good time, and which is totally normal behaviour, to be honest, considering what's happened. But don't do that too long, because the sadness is still there. This is going to take a little while processing, which I think is going to take longer than December. We'll find out when we get to January, okay? Right, can I see strength, please? Strength. This is in a higher self-advice, yeah, which you've got to be strong, which I get that. Yeah, the Magician, which is your card. That's our card, Gemini. That's Virgo and Gemini. You find yourself again, which is beautiful. Wheel of Fortune in a little time. Yeah, George is saying this is going to go, your healing over this is going to go beyond December, probably even beyond January. But you're determined to make a good time of December, regardless of all this going on. So that's good. You're not blocking off everyone, but there is one particular energy where you are like, get out of my life. Okay, and then we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So the universe is delivering you something new and beautiful. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Magician. Something matched to you, that you have called in, I believe subconsciously, because it's next to the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. It's very mystical kind of manifestations, right? Ace of Pentacles, something real, something that is trustworthy. The Ace of Pentacles are all trustworthy, right? Real, trustworthy and true. And in a way, it is an opportunity you create yourself, because you've uncovered this and you move along, and you move along quite nicely. You're like, yes, I am healing, but I'm not going to make this the end of my world. I need to also connect with other people, have some fun. Okay? Right, can I get the Page of Wands there, please? Maybe look at some other opportunities, if you know what I mean, Gemini. If it's that kind of connection we're talking about. If it's a business partner, then literally other opportunities, okay? Right, the Page of Wands, please. Can I get the Page of Wands and the energy that surrounds you? You might not be aware of it. And to be honest, Gemini, when I came into this reading, I said someone's got their eye on you, or you've got their eye on them. I was getting very strongly eye on you. That's why I said it. Because you're not aware of this Page of Wands, I don't think. 9 of Wands. 3 of Swords. The Mother Star. Oh yeah, okay, so there you go, wandering down your path throughout December. Very heartbroken though. There's another energy with you though. You're not on your own. Someone's holding your hand through it. Now that might be a friend, a family member, or something else like that. But it's actually whoever this is, this other energy, whoever it is, they're actually guiding you onto a new path. And on that new path, when you get there, your energy opens wide open to new people, new things, new places. You are not going to be on your own for very long, Gemini. You may be double hermit now, but you're not. There's no hermits here in the future. There is a lot of healing, though, and time. Time is needed, but you have such lovely energies around you, both physical and metaphysical, okay? Right, can I get the Ten of Pentacles in the hopes and fears? The Ten of Pentacles in the hopes and fears, please. The Ten of Pentacles in the hopes and fears. 3 of Cups, the Empress, and the Ten of Swords. You grow your network from this somehow. So this is like a romantic connection. You will move on to meet somebody else that blows up your social life. Like they've got loads of people they know. You get loads of new opportunities that way. If it's not a love interest, it's a work thing. You have so many more coming in for you as a result of this ending, because you're now free, and energetically the universe can now deliver something that is more aligned to you and more what you want. 10 of Swords, that's the ending. Then the Empress, you're going straight into Empress energy. But I'm not surprised. You're double healing here with the Hermit. You do your healing, but you do it in such a deep, it's like you go in spates with it. So you have a period where you're deeply in your cocoon. Then you come out of it, you see people, you check in, you get your energy up, because you're like, yeah, I can't do this forever. Then you are back in your cocoon, then you come out, and it's actually quite a productive and balanced way of doing it. And those cocooning phases, as you go along, get less and less and less. This is noticed by other people. It's very attractive energy that you're building into here, Gemini. Even though it doesn't feel it now, everything's shit now. But you'll look back when you reach this Empress stage, That this is going to be a very fruitful situation for you. You'll say, oh my God, if I hadn't ended it with that energy and then gone over here because that energy was calling me and I felt good at the time, I wouldn't have met this person. It's going to be one of those stories you look back on and go, yeah, that was a huge turning point for me. So then Three of Cups, it comes from this Three of Cups energy, which I'm not getting third party. I know a lot of readers do that. No, I'm getting support network, friends, relatives, maybe even some other, casuals come in. I'm not seeing one energy stand out amongst others, not quite yet, but it's too soon for that, Gemini, because you're only just healing out this energy. But you're attracting in, and I know you are because you've got the Queen of Wands. But whatever it is or whoever it is, it adds to your stability, the Ten of Pentacles, to a point where you might even get a little bit scared of it. Because you're like, do I trust this? Because I thought I had that back here. You should. You should absolutely trust it. Okay, can I get the Queen of Wands? I'm really enjoying how this is turning around for you, Gemini. Right, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands attracting what she wants, remember. Okay, I'm glad. I'm really glad. I'm happy for you in this respect, Gemini. Can I get the Queen of Wands? I'm not happy you've had to go through this, but obviously where we're ending up looks pretty good. Okay, let's get the Queen of Wands, please. Queen of Wands. Oh, yeah, we've got the... Well, we've got the World in reverse. We've got the Queen of Swords still in reverse here, which I kind of don't like that. But then we've got Judgment. You're going to be called on to make a decision, and you're going to be very tempted to go back to where you were. Don't, though. Because the thing is, as you're, and I don't want to tell you what to do, like Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck here. I want to tell you what to do, Gemini. You do whatever you want. Don't listen to the Tarot Lady on YouTube. You build up an attractive energy, and I do strongly feel we're going beyond December at this point. So you build up in attractive, very attractive energy here. What ended in the past comes back around. Old conversations that needed to be had. Sorry, this was reversed. You're still not really saying exactly what's on your mind and what's bothering you, though. But you are asked to make a judgment call on it. Whether or not you can work through it or not. Whether you want to go back there or not. Whether or not it was a massive problem for you or not. Well, I'm going to go to the first week of January and see what you're doing there. It's not telling me either way what you're doing. It's just showing me you're attracting this other energy again, because you're attracting in all sorts of energy by the time we get to the end of December, Gemini. All sorts. So it's not surprising that, the cat also drags in these redundant energies that you've kind of moved away from as well. Right, can I please get the first week of January for Gemini, please? The first week of January for Gemini. The first week of January for Gemini, please. The Seven of Pentacles reversed. We were reversed, so I'll take it reversed anyway. Death, yeah, well, I thought that makes sense. And the Sun in reverse. Yeah, you're not happy about it, but you don't go for it. Okay. It shows me that by 1st of January, you still have some emotional investment of whoever or whatever this was. Which, again, not surprising. Your healing's going to go beyond December. I believe even beyond January on this one. But the changes in your lifestyle, or at least the quality of your life, begin much, much sooner than that. I'm saying end of December, beginning of January. Because you actively show me, yeah, it hurts me to end this, but I'm not investing anymore in this connection. Seven of Pentacles reversed, and that's what's been on your mind here. Do I invest in it? Don't I? Look at my investments. What happened? When? Why? How? All of that, you kind of answered yourself, and you're like, no, I'm not going back there. I've given enough to whoever this is, and they've used that. So I'm not giving any more to that. Death, well, that speaks for itself. It ends. And then the Sun in reverse, you're not happy about it. It makes you sad, but of course, it's sad anyway. But there's an understanding around you, within you, Gemini, that it's going to be painful, but you deserve better than this. And you're going to go get better than this. You told me you're very adamant on that. You got justice over the Seven of Pentacles. Right, can I please get some universal advice for Gemini, please? Some universal advice. Universal advice for Gemini. Universal advice for Gemini, please. Universal advice. Universal advice for Gemini. Couple more shuffles, please, for the universal advice for Gemini. The King of Arrows, they're reversed. There's the King of Swords. All of your Kings and Queens of Swords have been reversed. Things not said or things not being said to you. I believe this is someone not telling you something. So when they come back around, they're not being honest anyway. But you already know that because you decide not to invest. King of Cups reversed. We're not reversed here, Gemini. Look, And we have the Hermit reversed. Okay, so we've come full circle. We're back at the Hermit. We've got the Hermit across 3 different decks here. All of your cards in the universal advice are reversed, but it makes sense. So King of Arrows reversed. You already know that whatever this person's going to tell you is going to be bullshit, so you're not listening. The King of Vessels reversed. That's the King of Cups reversed. No more emotional investment. You've got the King of Cups up right here. This is someone you invested in once. No more emotional investment. No more talking. No more listening to crap. And then you've got the Hermit in reverse. You actually start coming out of Hermit mode eventually. Once you cut off whoever this is completely emotionally and communication stops, then you come out of this Hermit energy. And when you come out of Hermit energy, that's like basically the caterpillar turning into the butterfly, baby. Okay, you're going to be all good. You're going to be fine, Gemini. Really difficult period coming through, but you actually land out of this better than when you entered this connection, whatever it was. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me here, Gemini. It's lovely to have you in the Zen Den as usual. And until next time, take care.